Hi guys, and welcome back to Retrobate. In today's episode I'm going to be showing you some new homebrew gaming. Unfortunately it's not out as a physical just yet, however it is available as a free download. I'll be putting the links to all the downloads and everything in the description down below. So this is a download for the zxspectrum, and it's for one of my favourite developers for the Specky when it comes to homebrew, and that is zxspectrum. Now that's Natasha Zatova, and she brought out possibly my favourite homebrew game of last year. That was for the zxspectrum, and it was this one. And this is Travel Through Time. Now this really did, as far as I'm concerned, upped the quality of racing games on the zxspectrum. Personally, I think it is the best racing game on the zxspectrum. And I have been following updates on a game called Angels, which was released on the 31st of December, as I say, as a free download. It will be coming out as a physical. I would imagine it's going to be around about £15 again. As I say, if you haven't seen what their physical releases are like, then please click on the link in the corner of the screen to have a look at my review on Travel Through Time. And that goes through all the extras that you get with the game. So, looking a little bit further at Angels. Angels is a game for the zxspectrum. It works on the 48K and 128, and as you can see, it is a beat 'em up. But it's a little bit different because this beat 'em up, the odd levels, first, third, fifth, etc., they are beat 'em up levels, whereas the second, the fourth, or as we probably say, the even levels, they are scrolling shooters. So the story goes, Kira and Rika are two girls from another planet who are serving their sentences on Earth, fighting crime. In the 128K mode, the game uses many additional features, which is different enemies, different types of punches, there's additional cutscenes, effects, and in-game AY music. The game is either a 1 or 2 player. When it comes to controls, you can define them yourself, or you can use a joystick or the normal keys. So through the fighting levels, with every punch you accumulate energy, and this can be used as a super strike when the energy is to its maximum. To do that, all you've got to do is hold the fire key as you move away from the enemy, and boom. So as I was saying, this is a free download, guys. I'll be putting the game onto this, which is my Div MMC device. So you just pop that into your laptop, then put it back into here when you've copied and pasted the game over. Plug that into the back of the expansion port on your zxspectrum. Boom, away you go. Obviously, this is only until I get the physical release, because obviously, as you know, a bit of a collector, a bit of a thing when it comes to the physical releases, especially when they're of this quality. Anyway, guys, that's enough chat. Let's see what this game looks like. The music starts off like quite a moody mix, which is great for the introduction into this game. Now that the introductions are complete, we get to see Kira and Rika serve justice on the bad guys. Definitely like a leg sweep attack there, and we've got the standard punch, but also if the enemy is the right distance away, you do get to do a kick. Also, just take note of the backgrounds on this game, absolutely beautiful. The gameplay, I hope you'll agree, definitely pays homage to Vigilante, Kung Fu Master, and even Dragon Ninja vs Bad Dudes. If you were expecting a game like, say, Renegade or possibly Double Dragon, then you may be a little disappointed here. This is definitely more of a basic fighter. The enemies are pretty varied, and as you can see here, the backflip animation is pretty damn good and gets you out of a lot of tight spots. Every hit on an enemy charges your power meter, resulting in that special move there. And that, guys, is the end of the first level, which took me a whopping 9 minutes to complete. Now onto level 2. As I mentioned before, every other level is a space shooter. The enemies come thick and fast on this one, but luckily the responsive controls make this level play like an absolute dream. I do also like the varied enemies. Lots of different types, lots of different attack patterns, which keeps you on your toes. And of course, no shooter is complete without the obligatory end of level boss. So, here he is. Take that, you alien scumbag. So far, at the end of every level, there's always a little cutscene to keep the story moving along. However, I've only got up to level 3 so far, so I've only seen 2 of these, but I'm hoping that there's more throughout the game because they really do tie it together well. And then we move on to level 3. As you can see, the backgrounds have changed ever so slightly. And yeah, you guessed it, this is as far as I got. So the first thing we've got to say, it looks absolutely gorgeous. The backdrops are stunning. There's even small animations of cars driving in between the houses, things like that. It's just the little attention to detail which really makes this game very special indeed. However, what I've noticed is the fighting moves are pretty basic. I'm not sure if I'm getting something wrong here, but basically you've got a punch. She does randomly kick every now and again, and then you've got like a crouch attack. And then of course you can like somersault like backwards out the way of enemies, etc. The enemies do seem quite varied, and there is a good soundtrack in the background as well, which keeps tootling along pretty well and goes decent with the action. So on to the shoot 'em up levels. Shoot 'em up levels are good. I didn't find them too taxing. They weren't too hard. I did find the fight levels quite hard, and if anything, maybe a little bit too long. But that might be just because I was struggling a little bit. But it was my first go, so it's maybe just a bit of practice is needed. But overall, I think this looks like an excellent game. And guys, when you consider that this is a free download and you can play it on original hardware using the system that I've just shown you, then come on, this is an absolute no-brainer. Even for £15, when you see what you get in the packs, when I mean they do take a little while to get here from Russia, but when you see what you get in the box, then it's worth every penny. As always, I just want to say thanks for watching. Of course, if you do enjoy homebrew, 8-bit, 16-bit content, and I do cover some consoles as well, and probably a bit of PlayStation 1 because I am quite nostalgic for that, then please consider subscribing. And of course, like this video because it makes me feel so happy. Anyway, that's it guys for this episode. Stay safe, and until next time, goodbye.